Hello YouTube, welcome back to another game of StarCraft 2. This is going to be the third game of China versus Korea. Now if you haven't seen the previous games, please go in the annotations and watch those right now, because there will be a few spoilers coming very shortly. So on the bottom right hand side we have PartinG, who's actually no longer part of Frostwolf, so he's just partying right now. He's no longer taking part. That's terrible. Okay, I'll stop. He's playing the Protoss player, bottom right hand side of Prion Terraces, and as you can see, a very standard finish beginning here, not doing any cheese because that pylon is inside his base, of course. Now against him we're gonna see a Chinese player. His name is actually in Chinese also, but I did have a quick look around and I found that this dude is actually called like this when you look him up. So that is his English name. If any of you can actually translate what it says in the Chinese writing there, if that's actually the exact translation, great. If not, then let me know. So that's pretty much it. That's the Zerg player here. Now he is on team Invictus Gaming, and as I said, he's representing China here. So this is going to be the third game. Let's see if PartinG is going to be able to take a 3-0 or potentially even a 4-0 after that. Looks like he's actually gone for the Nexus before the... Oh, interesting. So he's gone for the Nexus before the actual gateway, so that's definitely interesting to note. That means he's going to have a bit more of a commanding economy, but at the same time he will start falling behind quite quickly in terms of units if the Zerg player rushes. Now one thing to note here is we do have a gold expand for the Zerg, something very common to see as well when you are watching. Ooh, okay, this is not common. So a double expansion coming out for the Zerg player, but he's not just taking one gold, he's actually taking two. So that is going to be coming into effect very quickly. This could be a very quick game if the Zerg player, XiGua, I think is how you pronounce that, decides to do a lot of early aggression. So let's see what goes on here, and of course see how we have a reaction from PartinG. So it looks like we have another gateway coming out as well as a cybernetics core, all pretty standard so far. The expansion is not going to be up. Obviously he's seen that. He's going to know the timing of it, and he's going to know exactly what's going on. Wonder what this prog is going to be up to. Honestly, I don't expect it to do any shenanigans. Okay, let's see what's going to go on here. Looks like he's transferred a few probes. A few drones, rather. And his economy is going to quickly start rocketing up here. So let's see. Third base is about to complete also. So as you can see here, he does have no units whatsoever. So there's not even a single Zergling on the field because he's pretty much been throwing everything at his economy right now. As you can see, he's droning up pretty hard. He's not expecting any aggression, and he's actually correct to not expect anything. I mean, PartinG doesn't seem to be one of the players that seems to rush a lot. So he's got one adept, probably going to bring that up, just do a bit of scouting, maybe, I don't know, kill off a few probes or something, or drones rather. But honestly, I don't see it doing that much. I mean, once these Zerglings come up, which there are indeed a few coming up, there's 6 in total, they'll be able to defend off against that quite easily. There is also metabolic boost on the way. That is not going to be complete by the time this adept is up, but very shortly after, which means the adept, once it reaches the base, might not leave again. Queen is in place, psionic transfer is going up ahead, the Zerglings are already prepared for it, so that's all fine and well. I think that he's going to cancel it off, it's going to make no sense otherwise. Goes on back to the base, and I think that he really wants to get a big attacking force here, because if XiGua is gonna start producing units very shortly, which I think he will, he is gonna max out so damn quick. So let's see. Lots and lots of drones being produced right now, which I suppose is all fine and well. That's a roach warren, looks like second gas coming out, third gas also already up. So metabolic boost is about to complete. That is quite significant now. At that point, these Zerglings will be able to catch up to adepts quite easily. Now he does see the gold expansion here, so he's going to definitely want to start doing some sort of pressure right now, because if PartinG gets a third base, it's going to be a whole lot harder to deal with him at that point. Now these Zerglings, they are not Legacy, or sorry, Heart of the Swarm Zerglings. They cannot jump up cliffs like in the campaign, which I hope you have all played, because it's pretty damn awesome. Looks like level 1 weapons coming out. This is actually quite early, I have to say. Before 5 minutes, bringing out the level 1 damage. So very nice for him here. He's going to start doing a lot of damage with units, particularly against all these squishy Zerglings. Now the overcharge going off quite nicely there, just preventing the Zerglings from coming in here and doing any damage. A lot of drones actually being transferred, or probes rather, from this, and still actually fully saturated, so he did of course prepare for it in advance. Worker count is favouring PartinG, even though XiGua actually has 3 bases, but the reason for that is, look at this, there we go. Now this is going to be huge. So what XiGua is doing, he's pretty much throwing all of his supply into units right now, and this is going to be significant. 56 to 22 right now. I think that if PartinG is not going to be prepared for it, he could very, very well be knocked out here very, very quickly. On the other hand, look at all of these defensive structures. Has a few pylons, have a few cannons. There's a total of 4 cannons inside this base, so maybe the supply count is going to be a little bit recountered because of that. As you can see, a few Zerglings here not actually attacking any probes, which they could very well be doing. This is getting warded off for now. I do think that PartinG might be able to hold it off simply because he does have the 3 bases. Now obviously the Zerg player does have 2 gold bases, but at the same time, look what's going on here. Looks like all of these cannons getting very quickly cleaned up. Ravagers, of course, very, very good at taking those hidden cannons out. As you can see here, that one is gone. There's a few force fields down, but I don't think that PartinG is very interested in going into the main base. Just surround these cannons and do as much damage as possible. Look at the armor supply right now, over double that of PartinG. So XiGua definitely looking to win the game right here, not letting PartinG go any further with that. So 3 probes taken out so far. And there we go. These certainly just going straight for those probes. They're like, hell yeah, let's just take these things out because we don't like them. So 7 probes in total so far. And this expansion, it's actually not a bad force here for PartinG at all. I have to say, he's got a nice bit of units, but there's so much reinforcement streaming in here for XiGua. So honestly, it's a bit of a hit and miss. I think that PartinG is in a lot of trouble here in terms of actual army supply, but he does have a stronghold onto this ramp. Now once this Nexus is destroyed, it's going to put PartinG in a quite difficult position. He's going to be, one, he's supply blocked as you can see right now. 2, he is obviously in a lot of trouble because he doesn't have many units. His economy is also starting to fail here as well, which is never really good. It looks like XiGua actually has a macro hatch as well, which of course is going to be very, very useful for him. Now he is actually bringing up a few, wait, is that a spore crawler or a spine crawler? That's actually a spine crawler, so a little bit strange. Maybe he's expecting some sort of adept aggression, but honestly I don't see it happening right now. I think that PartinG needs pretty much all of his units on defense here, otherwise he will lose everything. I mean, his army supply is not huge. He's not twice as low right now, but at least, you know, it's still a difficult situation. He does have disruptors on the way, so that could potentially even out the game very, very quickly. And there we go, a huge surround. Oh my god, look at the massive surround here. Good force fields going down from PartinG. Very, very well played here, managing to pretty much prevent most of the Zerglings from surrounding. These units still in range, but not all of them at all. Immortal is probably going to be doing a lot of kills here, maybe actually just taking out 1. So it looks like lots of kill steals going on. Disruption is now going to be on the field. He's going to need to get a few of those out to actually make them very, very effective. Now that probe, a little bit mispositioned as well. Not quite sure why. And the aggression continues on here, 74 to 56. Let's have a quick look at the income. Definitely favouring XiGua here. Let's see what's going on inside of his base. He does have a Spire on the way, so he does have six Vespene Geysers already. Now just note, he does have 800 gas right now. Is he going to throw it all in Mutalisks? Is he going to throw it all in Mutalisks? Doesn't look like he's interested. Oh, there he goes, finally. Probably going to just continue on with the ground push. I think he has enough to take out the units here. But at the same time, I think that he needs more ranged units than Zerglings. Zerglings are great for surrounds, but when you're dealing with a really tight choke here, as well as disruptors, they could really, really backfire on you. And there we go, nice surround here. These Zerglings coming around perfectly. These force fields will not hold on for long, but they are going to be very, very good positions still. All of PartinG's units very, very quickly getting cleaned up here, and I think this could be the nail in the coffin for PartinG. Game number 3, just as I say that, a huge Purification Nova. Unfortunately, I think it is a little bit late. Let's see if that is indeed the case. Finally breaking up into the ramp here, Zerglings running in, and there we go. PartinG gets taken out in game number 3. I have to say, XiGua, very, very ballsy move there to expand twice onto gold expansions, but boy did it pay off, and that pretty much put the end of PartinG. Okay, so very, very well played here by XiGua. basically PartinG just not anticipating that 3 base rush. I mean, it's not really a rush, but at the same time 2 gold base expansions at the very beginning just skyrockets your economy. It just goes like this straight away. So unfortunately PartinG getting knocked out here, and that's pretty much it. I hope you've enjoyed it. Please leave it a thumbs up of course if you did, and I will see you guys in game number 4.